Hey traders, a very warm welcome to you, and today we're going to talk about patience in trading, or lack of patience, or whatever. Let's get down to it. So number one thing that we need to know when trading is patience is such a key factor in it, in our trading, actual operations of trading, in our growth as a trader, in our account growth, in our trading development. Everything requires patience, and honestly, if we're impatient, eventually we'll be punished with it. If you want to get to a trading level quickly, you're going to be punished with it for pushing too much. If you want to kind of press on an intraday basis and be impatient with your actual trading, operation of trading, you're going to be punished with it. So let's talk about it. So the first one is, your day-to-day actual trading, all right? And what I mean by that, so this is how it applies to day-to-day trading. You have a setup library, you have an arsenal of setups that you use, however you want to call it, a quiver, whatever, a bag of setups. However, you've got literally individual setups that you're implementing in the market. Maybe it's just one for you, maybe it's multiple, doesn't even matter. The point is, you are waiting for a specific filter to occur, generally speaking, and that may be a candlestick pattern, that might be a chart pattern, that might be an indicator doing something, it might be something crossing something else, it might be a volume expansion. There is something, it doesn't matter what you're doing, there is a filter that has to happen for you to then look to take the trade. Okay, so phase one is a filter, and often you've probably got a couple of those. You might want to see volume, you might want to see a low, a double bottom, a wick, a this, or that, the other, or something crossing this, or this and that. It might be multiple of those. So you've got several phases of filter. So you've kind of got one, and then you've got two, and you've got three, and it goes in phases. And then ultimately, when you've got that, then you're looking to pull the trigger. And the trigger might be as simple as when you've got three, pull the trigger straight away, or it might be when you've got three, then look for this to cross this and enter this, whatever it may be. The point is, there's a sequence of events that has to happen, whether that's multiple or one, before you take the trade. Now, if you're being impatient, it means you're trading when this sequence of events has not occurred. And why are you doing that? You're doing that because you cannot wait for the next trade to set itself up. Instead of saying, you know what, this is my strategy, I'm going to wait for my strategy to occur, I'm going to pull the trigger when I see this. Instead, you're feeling a little bit frustrated and you're saying, I can't wait, I just want to pull the trigger now, I want to get involved, I think this is right. You're pulling the trigger, and of course, you're trading then completely off piece, as we talk about, I've used this phrase before. You're not trading with your strategy, you're trading completely shooting from the hip, because you're impatient, because you're not waiting for your strategy. It might even be that, the setup is about to happen, whatever that may be, pulling back, maybe there's your 20 period moving average, or whatever, and you're aggressively hitting it here, and you're not waiting because you can't wait, you're impatient and thinking it's going to roll over now. But of course, even if you're right, even if you're right and it rolls over, that's fine. The point is, you're not sticking to the strategy, so you've got no data to know whether the strategy works. If you're constantly second guessing your strategy and not sticking to it, then you don't have any data to work off. If this market is always doing this and you're always missing them, then when you're reviewing your strategy, you can say, you know what, when it's really aggressive, I need to be going in, a little bit earlier, maybe on a 10 period or whatever, whatever you decide to do. But that's impatience, and of course you'll be punished with that eventually, because if you're too early, it's going to carry on, and all of a sudden you've doubled your stop, or it goes back to where you were and it was perfect. So it's kind of jumping the gun, it's being impatient about your trading, about the actual individual setup. And then we can go another level across and we can say, well, actually, it's about not waiting for the setup completely. The market is just shopping around, it's in a range, you're looking for a volatility expansion setup, a trend setup, and you kind of second guess a break. It's broken out here, you're like, yeah, I'm in. And in reality, it hasn't pulled any of your triggers, it's not got any volume, time of day's wrong, all the kind of stuff's wrong, we're in a range on a weekly. It's not any of your criteria is matched, but you're impatient because you think that, I need to be in the market to make money. And actually, the money's made by staying out of the rubbish trades, staying out of the losing trades. If you just reduce your losing trades, your bottom line at the end of the month, the end of the year, is going to be way better. So it's the impatience, or the patience, should I say, of waiting for your opportunity that you've already outlined in your strategy, and saying, listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait. If it doesn't happen. Could be days, could be weeks, could be months if you're a swing trader, but being patient and waiting for that. The other thing is kind of trading growth patience. Okay, so trading improvement or trader improvement, however we want to put it. Oh, let's put growth, so we're not here writing on the board all day long. Trader growth. So, a lot of new traders are impatient. They want to make money straight away. And, I said before, you've got to just learn the skills first. Money will come later if you develop the skills. It's just understanding, hey, to grow as a trader, I need to put the hours in, I need to put the setups in, I need to make multiple trades, I need to lose some money, I need to do this, I need to do that. To start off and just sprint straight away to 7 figures is going to be very, very, very unlikely. Sure, there are some people out there who have done it, of course, but it's going to be very unlikely for you. So having the patience to know that, you've got to go through the cycles of a trader, of making some money, losing some money, experiencing some setbacks, overcoming the setbacks, making new strategies, different market conditions, different market types, finding the strategy that suits you, finding your personality, finding your weaknesses, finding your strengths, all those kind of things that come with being a trader, understanding that it's a process of growth, not being impatient and saying, listen, I really want to press it now. I've had a couple of winning trades and now I'm just going to go 10 times my size because I think I'm going to win. It kind of is never going to pay off. It's never going to pay off in the long term. Maybe get away with it for that one, but if you keep doing it, then you are probably going to come unstuck. So patience on a short-term micro level, patience on a macro level, very important. Not getting too impatient. Either of those will pay dividends with your trading. Give it a thumbs up, guys, if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Usual drill. Comments below. Have you had a problem with patience? Yes? No? How do you overcome it? Are you struggling with it at the moment? Let me know. Comments below. Always like to hear what you guys have got to say about important topics like patience. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.